Well, hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger. We start off with a hug. Come on. It's not cute not knowing. There's a lot going on. Did you guys like Saturday Night Live on Saturday? I wasn't familiar with that guy, Bill Burr. I wasn't familiar, but he was like going in on white women, and his monologue was like a little. Yeah, Jim Carrey, the voice of Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, Jim Carrey. He played the fly in the skit, but they used the voice of Jeff Goldblum, and I was hoping that they would like fit him in some kind of way, but the ratings were not as great as the week before with Chris Rock, but millions tuned in at least to see the skits. Issa Rae is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live next week with special guest Justin Bieber. Well, what's really going on with Simon Cowell? He was on one of those electric bikes a few weeks ago and he fell off, broke his back in 3 places. He had to get spinal surgery. You got people over here saying, "Oh, he's fine. He's doing well. He's walking 10,000 steps a day." Then you got people over here. He's bedridden. He's not doing well. Somewhere between there is the truth that I don't think we're going to find out really what's going on with him, because he's got America's Got Talent. He's got Britain's Got Talent. Now, they say he's not going to be able to go back to work anytime soon because he has to heal from his injuries. It was a very serious thing, and anytime you start messing around with the back and the spinal, it's iffy. The same thing kind of like happened to Kevin Hart, but he's younger, 40. Simon Cowell, 61. And Kevin Hart was really, really, really in shape. Simon Cowell is having round-the-clock care, but I don't think you're going to see him on any of these shows until sometime next year because, like I said, somewhere in between all of these stories that are coming out about him, there's the truth. And the way he treated Gabrielle Union, I said, "Oh, this karma." He kind of like dismissed her, and then, she had to get paid, a bunch of money because of what happened, her firing from AGT. But what is really going on with Simon Cowell? Wish him get well soon. Cardi B and Offset. After her birthday party in Las Vegas, he gave her a Rolls Royce truck, took billboards out from their daughter. They're back together. A lot of people think they never broke up, that it was a publicity stunt. And I think that a lot of people are getting tired. How wild was her party? It was very wild. It was star-studded. There was a lot of drinking, and you didn't see a lot of people wearing masks. We're going through a pandemic. It's a different time right now. But with all of these photos that were released, she is really catching flack because it's like you guys are just ignoring the fact that we are, living amongst a pandemic. Cardi B does have some good news coming out next month. She's teaming up with Reebok, and her new sneaker is coming out next month. Another big event that took place. Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta married Mike Hill. The pictures were gorgeous. 250 people at the wedding. And again, not many masks. What are people thinking? I talked about this in my podcast this week. Like, why are people so selfish? Is the pandemic making people more selfish? Or they just been selfish all along? Bravo, the network, couldn't even film or be there on site at the wedding because they were afraid, the people that they would send down there, camera crew, because some of these events are like super spreader events and they had to worry about their employees. So I'm sure this is something that they wanted to show, especially with Nene gone and ratings. But even the Bravo network had to backpedal out, and I guess they'll maybe like show some highlights, but they did not physically send people there. I'm sure they're going to cover it in some way, but they had to do it in the safest way possible. But why aren't people wearing their mask at these events? Is it because everybody is partying and have a good time and they think that they don't want to? Now, when you add in drinking, then you know it's just people are just forgetting everything and they're hugging and they're kissing and because there was a lot of drinking at Cardi B's party. But this is going to be interesting because nobody was masking up. Mariah Carey, Jennifer Hudson, Ariana Grande. I hear they're going to be getting together something for the holidays via Mariah Carey. That's going to be interesting. You talk about three incredible voices coming together just in time for the holidays. As soon as we find out more, we are definitely going to let you know. I always say when you have a slow day, that means that the day after there's going to be tons and tons and tons of stuff going on. You can follow me on Instagram at WDAS Patty. My podcast, this was a really good conversation about people and being selfish. Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, download the iHeartRadio app. Tonight, Dancing with the Stars. It's 80s night. I love 80s music. It's 80s night, but we'll see if it's going to be a smooth night for Tyra Banks, who is under a lot of stress now that she is the new host on this show, and she feels like, could they be sabotaging me? A lot of people think that they're sabotaging her in the makeup and the hair and the clothing department, but it's just different. We shall talk about it tomorrow. Have a great one. Hit the subscribe button. You can leave a comment. You know that I saw it. If I gave you a heart, hit that thumbs up that you like it. It's kind of like a little slow version today, but it's always a calm before the storm. I'm Patty Jackson. Thanks for joining me. I'm your auntie of pop culture.